Hey guys, at the head of Cuca Lake, close to where Creed grew up, and Knox is out fishing. I've been showing him around town. Absolutely beautiful day. Wedding number one's at 4 o'clock though, so it should start clouding up and raining soon. The birds have been very active on this pier, or dock, as it's called. Hope everyone's good. There's Knox in his natural environment. Fly fishing master. I don't even know if you're allowed to be fishing here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. That was a big explosion. We missed. Of course, I was late getting on. It was a big ass explosion over at the other head of the lake. Yeah, every bird that was around flew away. Well, yeah, it was kind of loud. And then it was kind of neat. What do you call that? A plane that takes off on the water, a biplane? I don't. Huh? Seaplane. Look at this. You call this a fishing rig?
My fly rod. One of them. The something's following it. Little perch.
Is there? Where?
See the perch?
Let me see it. Oh, this thing is wonky.
Right there. A lot of little perch here along this the seaweed line. Can you see the seaweed line on
there's
the
a lot of seaweed. Yeah. Is that what you look for?
The kelp? Well, the predators will sit inside of that grass. And they'll snag.
Thank you, Lisa. Chuck, good to see you. Who's handsome? Now, if you're a real fisherman, you're over there on this boat that those people have. I don't know if you can see him. So, stupid question: is there a hook on the end of that thing, or is that's how that works?
Yeah, okay. Great.
A
little bit too heavy. I think I might change it up here in a second. I don't like the way it's at my line.
I told you we gotta go down to the lake that I grew up on, and if you don't get anything here, then we can try there.
The crayfish.
Did you do that one yourself?
No, I bought it.
Oh, okay. Well, Knox was kind of mad because he got to fish this morning, and didn't you say something? One of them that you made or something was a little.
It fell apart because it got hit so many times. That one right there, woolly bugger. It's not very furry anymore though. Fur is all gone.
By the way, we have a Knox didn't even make it to my grandmother's house, and already has one of the most classic, amazing stories ever.
Should we get into it now?
No, God, no. We'll wait till we'll both be back Wednesday. Yeah, do that on the Wednesday show.
That'll work.
You come prepared. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Good Lord, Alonzo, good to see you. Hi, Carol.
Changing over to this.
Yeah,
it's a bait fish imitation.
Okay.
That's the thing, Creed. You see people that go out. Yeah. They don't change up, and if what you're using isn't working, you got to change up.
So you're not just impatient; it's just.
Well, it's just obviously not what they want. Got to give them what they want.
You only threw it in like 4 times, though. How do you know?
That one I don't like to cast, so that's why I'm changing it.
Okay,
it's just a little lighter.
Right. Well, anybody that wanted to see Knox's rod, there it is. It's pretty lengthy. I'll give them that.
It's 9 feet.
Oh, look at butterfly.
It's a 9'8" weight.
We're learning everything today. Look at all this thing. He is on it. Even got a net.
I spent too much money on that net.
What's a net like that go for?
You really want to know?
Nope. And what's the difference between? So you got different colored lines. I see.
This is a forward tapered line. So all this green, all this green that's on here, it's heavier than the orange. To carry whatever you're throwing.
Sorry guys, lots of texts coming through. Got to pick up some ice on our way back. Carol says, love the gear. Knox came prepared, Sergeant Buzzkill says. Bill Knox dance. Yes, Stephen. That'd be great if you could catch a fish, by the way.
It would be.
Carol says, lots of length, Knox. Said no woman ever.
I feel like this area probably gets fished a lot. I would imagine.
Probably. It's
on the dock.
pretty popular lake.
No, I mean like this particular spot.
Uh-huh. He knows his way around a shaft, doesn't he, ladies? How's the quality out here? I mean, we're standing. It never used to have any. Never used to have a lot of service out this way. So.
Is it always this clear, the water in this thing?
So I don't think so. I can tell you that Canandaigua Lake, which is over one to the left there, that had one of those diseases where it was like,
Killed everything off.
yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it's aesthetically a beautiful disease because then you can see. I mean, the water is really clear. Let's see if we can see a fish. I don't know what that was. That kind of, you know what it sounded like is one of those little cannons.
Yeah, but it was a mortar. It exploded in the air. That's why it was so loud. Did you see the smoke it left behind?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We said Boy Scout camp. They said that little cannon they brought out
for flag ceremony.
Yeah, that cannon was awesome. It's like one of the only cool things about it. I don't know if you guys can see it though. And James wants to know what compartment holds the magnums. He was saying he has to pick up something on his travels tonight, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't.
He didn't come prepared.
I don't have any here. I didn't plan on getting frisky at your wedding. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of options.
Right, it's very small, quaint family.
Rather not make things awkward, you know.
Yeah, probably better. But I hear them Buffalo Grills are fun though. Knox gonna head out to Buffalo tonight, he said. Try a grasshopper, Steven says.
If I can get closer to the shore, I will. I do have a couple of terrestrials, including grasshoppers.
Yeah, I thought about that, Carol. My fat ass walking on this dock is like boom, boom, boom in the water.
I miscast that one.
Oh, that was a miscast, ladies and gentlemen. It was a miscast. So sorry. Yeah, Lisa, one of the most beautiful things about where I grew up, and of course took it for granted when I lived here, but you know, the hills and all the lakes around us. I grew up on a really small lake, basically a size of a pond, but this is the next town over from where I grew up. This is a really cool lake too. If you guys look out right there, that is the bluff, and the lake actually splits off to into a Y, which is kind of neat. If you go off to the right, that'll take you all the way to Penn Yan, New York, where there's lots of Mennonites, and also home of the it's a griddle that they used for the world's largest pancake that they ever made in Penn Yan. And that's still there at Brickett Mills. It's kind of neat to see. Then if you go off to the left, it takes you off to Branchport. There's not a lot there, but yeah, it's a beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. Absolutely awesome weather, by the way. What do you think of like 75 maybe? Ish.
Actually warmed up a little bit in the last hour. It was a little cooler this morning.
Oh, and I forgot to tell Knox about this. We're going to go by it on the way back with the Glenn H. Curtis Museum. So if you guys see there's
mention his name. Who is Glenn H.?
Yeah, so now if you look to your left, there's a little airplane there that's poking out of the right there, guys. Right there.
It's like an orbital right thing.
Yeah, well, that's you know, it depends on I guess where you grew up and you know who was really first with the airplane stuff, but little known fact, I'm standing way too close to him winging this thing. Little known fact, we were down here at the head of the lake. We were standing over there, and there was a guy that was surveying and needed help. And Dad helped him, and it ended up being for that airplane there that's up there, which is kind of neat. That was a million years ago. And I was telling Knox, there used to be right over there at the end of that dock used to be a big ass boat called the Cuca Maid that used to. It was like a dinner boat. It had a few bars on it. I said, well, we caught some seaweed. But
Not like it what I'm feeling.
but that boat was awesome. I used to DJ on it on Monday nights for like Teen Night or something it was called, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, Stephen, we're very close to Pennsylvania. We're Finger Lakes region, Southern Tier. We're pretty close. Yes, Carol. He whips that pole like a true pro. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Crystal, how are you? Yeah, we're getting married first round in just a couple of hours. So Emily's getting ready, and I've been taking Knox around Bath and this area. We're in Hammondsport, where my dad grew up. So I've been taking him around. We went up the Mossy Bank, which is a big overlook of the town that I grew up in, which was fun. I haven't showed him like the ghetto streets yet, but he saw enough last night. We were able to meet up for dinner, and such a small town. Saw the cops whizzing through with their lights on like 4 times. It's kind of sad, like the
Shitty waitress.
yeah, well,
Making friends wherever I go.
she wasn't the nicest.
She got a little offended that I asked for brown mustard.
Well, I laughed at that. Knox, you got any brown mustard? Who asked for brown mustard at a restaurant? It's beyond me.
I like brown mustard on a hamburger.
Pardon me. Do you have any brown mustard?
Pretty good burger.
Lisa, yeah, they're not huge. They're certainly not mountains.
Hills.
Everywhere. Bath is in a valley. This obviously is in a valley. And a lot of hills though. Pretty good elevation. Like I said, I guess I took a lot of that, for advantage when I lived here. But I was also younger and didn't care about stuff like that. Knox and I took a hike that about killed us today, though. We only walked down one trail in front of the lookout and went over and you guys know I talked about hang gliding before. We went one of the big hang gliding spots back in the day, and then had to hike up a big ass hill. We were about dead already. Do you even see any fish like following?
Yeah, I had someone follow it in. There's perch that are in here along that line. Maybe we can get one of it.
Thank you, peace and love, and Crystal. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, Sally Jean, it's really funny. Like a lot of people that I ever meet, and whenever you tell them you're from New York, go, "Oh, you're from the city?" And I go, "No, about 8 hours, 8 hours west of there." New York's a big state. Big state. As a matter of fact, Knox up above Albany near Vermont, right?
Yep.
That area. It was like 5.5 hours for you to get here.
5.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a long. I mean, you think of that. That's half of it's 10 hours to home to South Carolina. It's 10 hours on a good day if you don't drive like I do. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Desert Kings, good to see you, buddy. Definitely a nice, relaxing spot pre-wedding for sure.
You have one more spot to hit still? Another lake?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you over by right where I grew up, the house I grew up in, and that sits on a lake. And my old Aunt Eleanor's little cottage is right there, and you can go out on the dock and throw her in for a few minutes. We still got a little bit. We got a little time.
I will catch something out of this.
Oh, did you hear that guarantee from Knox? We'll catch something.
I caught 2 this morning.
PJ, thank you. Was there a couple bass you got this morning, or what'd you get?
A couple bass at the place that we'll talk about on Wednesday.
I'm telling you guys, I'm not even joking. That the story that he has is just God Almighty. No, Carol, we'll do it very small. In my grandmother's backyard. Like I was saying, it's a porch, nice gazebo. My mother and father and some other family members decorated it real nice, and it's gonna be really nice. Just a lot of my family from New York is so damn busy. You know, it's a long ways away where we're getting married in October, the big wedding. So, and my grandmother, she's 95, and went and got her hair did yesterday. She's ready to go. We're doing it right at her house, so she gets to be a part of it, which is super awesome. Ron, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Making memories, Stephen. Yeah, we're good at that. We are good at that. Oh, Stephanie, I know, right? Now, Knox knows his shit about fishing. There's no doubt. I mean, anybody that shows up with this, I mean, and two chairs, not just one chair. Man brought two chairs.
Just in case.
Two. You never know.
I'd need it. I thought I'd need it for the backyard reception.
Yeah. You might. I don't know.
Any chairs sitting afterwards?
We're heading to the.
Are we headed straight to the restaurant?
Yeah, as soon as we get done, I think we're pretty much heading straight to the chicken house.
When does your dad plan on drinking all that booze you picked up?
My dad doesn't drink.
So who's it for?
Well, we're all going back to that spot afterwards. That's rather than. So, guys, you wouldn't believe this. So, like, I mean, one thing that I certainly agree with Emily is that, you know, spending your first night legally married in your grandmother's basement is not ideal. But I mean, even the halfway decent like Holiday Inn Expresses and stuff are like $200 to $300 a night.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then if you find any of the nice spots that are like on the lake, any Airbnbs, everything completely booked and done, nothing. We can't. It's nuts. So even any of the casinos and stuff is just impossible. So that's what we're doing. Going back and having some drinks after dinner, which is perfect for me. I'm good with that. Double F, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Maybe after we get done with dinner and we're relaxing, I'll pop on and say hey at some point.
We're not going to live stream the wedding?
No, but I want to in October. Not this small one. This one's the small one, Carol. It won't be it's basically for my New York family and for my grandmother. And as it turns out, for Knox too, who I did ask to be in the wedding. But he's got a very busy October, so I don't know if he's going to make it. You never know; things might change, but which would be nice because I know Bish and Mikey are going to be there. Oh, I know. And you never know; things might.
That's why I made sure I was here.
Yeah, so you got one of them covered. It works.
So am I not allowed to wear the bow tie, or can I wear the bow tie?
Oh, you can. Yeah, you really did bring a bow tie. You're going to be so overdressed, but it's fine. That's kind of your thing. It's okay.
That almost fits.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. By the way, one more other stupid question. I forget whenever I do these live streams, I need to restart my phone because it sounds that the audio sometimes comes across like very canny. Does that make sense?
Staying in a can?
Yeah. And I hope it's not that way. I forgot. I'm not good at this. I don't do this very often. No, Stephen, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
What do they say? Congratulations on your big day?
Yeah. People saying nice things. I love it. PJ, we just might. We'll see how everything works out. So after the ceremony, we're going to, and those of you who don't know what a chicken house is, it's a lot of really good chicken things on it. It basically is all that makes it a chicken house. As a matter of fact, right up the road from here, actually, was one of the most famous great place called Fred's Chicken House. My God, was that place amazing.
Or Kelp.
They've been gone forever. Knox ain't catching too much. James, wouldn't that be awesome? I know, Carol. You see him in his own environment. Everything changes, right? Carol says, I would never have guessed that was Knox standing there. He looks so different. Well, when you just see, like, I mean, really with Knox, you just see his head every week.
Everyone wonder what I look like from the neck down.
Yeah. Carol, were you asking for an ass shot? Is that what you're saying?
You can get one right now. My pants are falling down.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're sagging a little bit there.
Sorry. I got no hips. I have a pants problem.
Sounds like you have a hips problem.
No, I understand.
All right, we'll watch him cast one more, and then we'll get off here. We got time scheduled today. I want to run him by the old lake that I grew up on, and then we got to go to Dollar Tree has ice. Did you know that?
Jump over there.
Something big. Great if you caught something on this one.
Crystal clear water, though.
It really is.
I mean, I can see, like, you know, there's perch like this long that are following it. They just won't take it.
Yeah. Well, maybe they were already fed. We did stop by the fish hatchery on the way here.
Saw some giant trout.
I wanted not so over. As a matter of fact, over underneath there's a. We could stop right about right there. There's a tiny little patch of like weird bushes or something, and you peel those back and look down in there, and there's a natural spring that's running there too. There's one at the fish hatchery, and you know, growing up and still do, I always fill up bottles. And it's funny because there's this giant thing that says not for drinking. And but while we were there was a guy there with like what 10 of those gallon jugs filling up his water. But it's really good water. That one over there is natural spring water too, and it's always cold, even in like the super hot days of summer, which aren't that many. But growing up here, I thought it was hot. It would come out like super cold, like straight out of the refrigerator. It was so good. That's probably part of the reason why I'm so like against purified water. What are we doing? A quick switch up before we go? Yeah. What are you switching to now?
This is called a woolly bugger.
Yeah.
And I tied this.
Okay,
Believe it or
this
not.
is one of them that you tied.
It is.
Nice. Okay.
Did it myself.
Wow.
That's why it's falling apart.
Have you caught much on?
No.
Anything?
Not. On this one?
Yeah. Have you ever?
I haven't used it much.
Oh, okay.
Look at how beautiful it still is. I can tell it hasn't been used much. It's not all torn up.
If you catch something with that, is that a better feeling than store bought?
Yeah. It feels pretty. Like this morning, it felt good to tie to catch it, but on that particular woolly bugger, not to get sentimental on a very on your day, but I tied that the morning my dad died. Mm-hmm. So it was cool to catch something on it.
Knox already had a giant conversation about why he never wants to get married. So
yeah, I
did that today.
Yeah,
I said, yeah, it's a great conversation to have today, Knox. Thank you for that. He says, and I quote, it's not the beginning of the wedding, dude. It's the after 10 years that I'm worried about, dude. That's a man with determination. And the goods to get the fishes. Oh, you're going right straight through the seaweed.
Well, that was where I saw that one fish jump, so I thought maybe I'd try and just see what's up.
One thing about the lake that I grew up on, they had this giant, I mean, it was a boat, but it had these huge green wheels on the back of it, and it used to be really loud, and they would just crisscross back and forth in the lake. And what it was is it cut and cultivated all the seaweed out of the lake. That was always neat to see when it did that.
I don't know.
Daniel, thanks for the 10 bones, buddy. I don't have a hallelujah for you, but hallelujah.
Happy wedding. Here's $10.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Who was that, give it?
Daniel.
Daniel. Thank you, Daniel.
Amazing.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Lisa, I agree 100%. Tush, thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Great to see everybody. Nancy says, you go, Knox. Carol, you mentioned an eagle. One of the reasons why we went down, it's just so overgrown. I'm pretty sure that we saw when I took a picture, there's an eagle's nest up on this Mossy Bank State Park. It's right in a town that I grew up in. It's really cool. It's an overlook. You can see the whole town. And if you look off to the left, you can actually see the eagle's nest, but things are so grown. It's so lush right now. Would you just have a little jump or something? That's great. He had a strike, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Not the kind of strike that we have around here. Shanta, good to see you. Daniel said, Knox, he's singing good. Carol. Well, for October, we're gonna like set up like a wide shot, I think, of everything that's going on. Maybe by the bar, which is by the pool, by the DJ. I don't know what we're gonna do. I definitely want to have it up, but also I don't want it to like take away from anything either, though. You know what I mean?
What
like,
cost?
I don't know. You have to ask Emily.
Was it comparable to what I charged for my weddings?
It's cheaper than that. Cheaper than Knox's DJ services.
Right. Where if I'm lucky, I'll remember your name when I introduce the wedding party.
Yeah. Shanta, yeah, about hour and a half, I think. Wait, missed 2.5 hours. Countdown is on. I haven't even finished my vows completely. I got to run them by Knox, though. I think I'm gonna run them by Knox. I think I did all right. We'll see, though. He's determined to grab something.
See it. See going.
You guys see it down there? Yeah, you can see.
No.
One thing.
Nobody wants it.
Oh, well. We got to run.
Next stop.
Off to the next stop. Guys, it has been fun. Thank you for all the nice words, Daniel. Thank you for the 10 bones. I appreciate that. Crystal says, are you guys having an indoor wedding or outdoor? It's outdoors. So my grandmother has a beautiful porch with a nice big gazebo that's all decorated up and giant mums.
Look at that blister I just caused on the side of my hand.
Time to quit. I still got your other whatever this thing's called today. So yeah, we're outside. And you know, this is a typical day in New York with the clouds, so you can't really worry too much. It's like 24% chance, I think they said. But I don't have much to get ready for. I didn't want to be around because I know Emily's getting ready. She got her hair did at like 8 o'clock this morning. Got working on the makeup, and I've got the girls all getting ready. So I don't have to do much. I just got to throw on some nice clothes and look at me. I'm wearing my I don't know if you guys can see. Wearing a nice button-up shirt for once. My gambling shirt usually. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Thanks again, Lisa.
What they call
appreciate
fishing
that.
and not catching.
That's a good point. I'll give you that. Finally got to do some fishing with Knox. See, this is the kind of stuff he needs to be doing. Like, even if you set up just a little tripod and went out fishing.
Yeah, I need to do that.
I do need to. Shanta, we definitely will. We appreciate that. YouTube junkie, thank you. That's so sweet. You guys are awesome. Well, funny you bring that up, YouTube junkie. So right over, I'm going to say, see, there's a little bridge right around and over there. So right in this area, there used to be a little playground, and they had a sawhorse there. And I was on there, and this is a million years ago, on it with my grandmother. And apparently I thought it would be funny to jump off while she was up in the air. And she went down slamming so hard that her wig fell off. What? Yeah. Her wig fell off. She wore a wig back then.
Remember that I just met?
Yeah. I
She
slammed her.
the wig?
No, she's wigless now. But yeah, so it fell off and she jumped out like really fast and went and grabbed it. So that was one of those funny classic family stories, you know. Well, they like the fishing with Knox.
We'll develop that.
Do you think he did all right? Did you get to see any of the fishing with Knox segment? I think Stephen, he's a beautiful lady. Yeah. Sergeant Buzzkill, thank you. Carol, thank you. CJ, the wig survived. She jumped out like really quick and got it. Yeah. Does Knox? I like that question. Does Knox fish with plenty of fish? Here, you take it. Let's see how long you can keep it up. It might, just so you know, it might die. We'll see. Want to keep it up for a little bit? We'll go over by.
You want to do a drive? Or?
Yeah, try it.
We got 30 people in here. That's pretty cool.
Heck yeah. Got to keep the radio down, cause
that'll interfere.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are these people doing? He looked at me really weird.
Oh, well, they're Chinese.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Well, sometimes they give you weird looks. Where's Great Neck? Is that nearby?
No, I don't think so.
That was Lexus of Great Neck. Got some big clouds out there, Creed. But I think we're gonna be okay.
We'll see if the service holds up. It'd be kind of neat. Give us service updates. If it's bad, we'll just cut it. Home of the Hammond Fireman's Carnival there.
Yeah.
Over 4th of July.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of gambling down there, and they're in the. They got like
put my seatbelt on here.
Like a money wheel and blackjack and stuff.
I need a drink of some kind. Can we stop at a convenience store?
We'll stop at Brookville, yeah.
Should we take him inside with us?
If you want to. I hate you. I can hold. You can run in. I'll.
How can you aim this thing?
Yeah, it takes a little bit. No, you let it do its thing. You gotta like balance it though. Turn it to the right. Turn it like that. It should. You can mess around with it a little bit. It'll figure itself out.
Is it a real gimbal or it's an Osmo? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a DJI. Yeah.
Did you get that out of a pallet?
No, but Roger I think did. Roger gave me that. That thing is expensive as can be.
Like $250 or something.
Yeah, it does. Fill. It does a lot, but
I don't think you can turn in right there.
You can. They have really good subs at this quick fill.
I don't know about gas stations, sandwiches, or sushi.
Well, you should get on it.
I tend to draw the line there, you know.
Well, yeah, sushi.
I'll be right back. Let me talk to the people.
I sure hope you can find the seltzer water that you need, Knox.
I'm feeling. You know what I'm wanting right now is a Snapple. Even though the worst thing Snapple ever did was go to a plastic bottle.
Right. Yeah, I get that. It's all about with Knox today because we don't get to see Knox very often. We'll watch him go in. Hey, grab 2 bags of ice, will you? I forgot we got to take ice back. If there was a chase here, Shanta, you'd never see it. I highly doubt it. Wow. So there is Tom, who we will see later at the. He won't know that it's me, but that's Tom. I think. Pretty sure that's Tom. Is that Tom? Maybe not. Can't tell. I can't see far. Nancy, so many great chips here. I don't know what it is like. So in the South, we get a lot of hers. I don't think that is Tom. Is that Tom? That might be Tom. I don't know. Nice truck, bro. Yeah, for some reason a lot of nice chips, like hers and Utz here that we can't find in the South. They got a lot of good chips. Gas here is, I can't see it on the side. I think 309. I think. Yeah, 309. That's not bad. I mean, I think when we were here last month, it was like 350. You want to talk about expensive stuff is cigarettes. So my God, $15 a pack. Can you imagine? Tasty treat. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Who burned out in front of a cop, give us a chase. No, Creed's good now. He's old. He doesn't do fun stuff like that anymore. RJ, thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're ready. We're countdown is on 2 hours and 16 minutes. Daniel, I think we're gonna actually do one in Vegas in 2022. So my mom and dad, that's gonna be their 50th wedding anniversary. And so we're gonna go to Vegas. We really think we're gonna do that. Yeah, YouTube Junkie. I mean, mine. I pay like $40 a carton, so I mean that's but there's a brand, and I don't understand why. Like when I drive through Winston-Salem, like if I stop at any gas stations, I can't get Old Golds, even though that's where they're made. But they are all over here in this area of New York State, but one of the casinos I go to borders New York and Pennsylvania, and there's one exit that I can get off of and get at least a $7 pack of Old Golds at some time during this trip, at least. CJ definitely, but most of them are those Senecas, and I'm not a big fan of Senecas. I know it seems crazy, but it kills my throat like terrible. But lot cheaper. RJ, I know. I had some beers yesterday. We were drinking Labatt Blue Light. My Uncle David had the cooler packed. And even though I had beers all day, I didn't drink. I was very good. Even though I drank through dinner and still had one when I went to meet Knox for dinner later too. But I was a good boy. Tonight though, tonight might be a different story. We'll see. See how I feel. We shall see. Oh, there he is. He's got a plethora of things. Oh yeah, I'll pull up. Yep. You think he's gonna do the buy one get one free, like just pay for one thing of ice and then actually get two?
Pull up, as they say.
Pull up. You get a Sprite, a Mountain Dew, and some tea.
I got you Mountain Dew.
Thank you. Oh, is it locked? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got a glass bottle.
Oh yeah, glass bottles are good. Ew, who buys that? $7.99 a case for salt water? Holy shit. Well, actually, everything's a little more expensive here because right now, this is like the only stop by the lake, right? So, I mean, things are a little more than normal.
Got some inflated lake prices over here.
Yeah, so I was just telling them. How much were your tiny little Pringles?
For all this stuff, it was $13.
Wow, that's expensive. But you did get some amazing ice.
I got you some. My famous way, man.
That's right, Crystal. We got a wedding. I should have put that on.
We got a wedding.
Go ahead. Almost took him out. An accident. Go this way. Well, I'm about 90% sure I just saw somebody that's going to be at our wedding, but I couldn't tell if it was him from far away, so I didn't want to have that awkward moment. Tom, which would be like Bob. You finally get to meet Bob today.
Yeah, it's only been 20 years.
Yeah. Exactly. There was a Chinese restaurant down here that
we never went to the flea market. It's all right. We don't have enough time.
I'm sorry.
It's 2 o'clock already. Jeez.
This used to be a Chinese restaurant here, and my uncle did some work there. And there was a bunch of bones that they think were cat bones underneath.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a lot?
Yeah, we'll have to ask. Oh, here to the right. That's the Glenn H. Curtis Museum. Check out that big ass.
What?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah. Neat museum.
Wonder if it still flies. Probably not.
Probably not. It's in cement now. How's the service? Can you guys still see and hear all right?
Is this a? Did you guys have to get a special smoking vehicle?
No, you just know how to clean a vehicle when you take it back. That's what you do.
What's the hack to get the smoke smell out?
Spray right down into the things.
I'm gonna turn them on.
Yeah, and turn everything off and get back. In case you didn't notice, this isn't one of the most beautiful cars.
No. Your dad got a hell of a deal on it, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but so what we're always hoping for is when we get these, it's like a mid-size SUV. Usually they don't have them, so then they'll bump you up free to a Tahoe or a Denali or a Suburban. But we weren't that lucky this time.
YouTube Junkie says, Knox, point the camera down more.
And to the right, there's my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, they're dead.
That's where they live now.
Very dead.
That's where they live.
Your very dead grandparents.
Yes. There's the Pleasant Valley Inn. Oh, we wanted to get grapes. I'll get them.
Forgot to get the grapes.
They got grapes over there. Damn it.
Creed was talking about these grapes for like an hour.
I'm going to get the grapes.
Holy shit. Hold on. High-speed maneuvering. Stand by.
I want to go get grapes.
We can't go to the flea market, but fuck it. Grapes are happening.
Oh, we can get grapes.
Don't hit the sign.
I know I'm a good driver now. I go get grapes. Be nice to have at the wedding some grapes. They have pits in them, but they're still very good. Only problem is I don't have any change.
Listen, Daniel, he was honking at a cemetery.
That's my grandma and grandpa over there.
Yeah, they're resting in peace.
See all the vineyards?
Till Creed drove by.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so peaceful anymore.
Yeah, well.
Here we go.
Yeah, I bet you don't have any cash. Do you?
No, I don't.
I've got a $20 bill. God damn it.
For an 8-quart, it's $15. How many quarts are you gonna get?
I don't want a $20.
You guys take plastic in there?
They're not,
Oh, they're not there. There's nobody there.
No, this is
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, fantastic.
You guys take plastic?
No?
No? You got cash. Creed's got cash.
How are you?
Yeah. How are you? Creed's buying some grapes. Reminds me of a joke. A duck walks into a bar, says to the bartender, "Hey, you got any grapes?" The bartender says, "No, this is a bar. We don't have any grapes." The duck says, "Oh, okay." So then the duck says, "Hey, you got any grapes?" The bartender said, "Listen, I already said this is a bar. We don't have grapes. And if you ask again, I'm going to staple your beak shut." So then one more time, the duck says, "Hey, I got a question." Bartender says, "What?" He says, "You got a stapler?" He said, "No." And he said, "Got any grapes?" Boom.
Are you testing out?
I just told a joke.
Yeah.
The grapes joke. It's a good joke.
Did it go over well?
I don't know. Nobody's, someone's, Bananald's laughing.
Oh, yeah, I see his camera work is fantastic. Okay, I see what you're saying. You want me to drive and use the camera?
Listen,
The gimbal's weird. The gimbal
is weird. Doing the best I can here. Every time I move it, every time I try and put the camera straight, the gimbal stays right where it was, and the camera's still angled.
You still got servers and stuff? Still going good?
Now they're all. Let's see here. PJ, Nancy, and Carol all laughed at my joke. They all LOL.
Okay. Knox wants to be a comedian, you know. He hasn't told anybody that. That's a secret.
It's a secret. Yeah, just like you thought I was down in the city doing stand-up, and I was not that day.
Well, I wondered. I would.
I told you I would tell you. Emily's beeping in. Can we answer and film at the same time?
No, she's just gonna have to wait.
All right.
We're heading back there now. Typical. Doesn't even know we're on.
I have to decline that.
I mean, it's only wedding day. I'm sure it's not very important.
It can't be. What did she call it? You're not supposed to see each other.
I know. I tried to make it so.
You already saw her with her hair.
Yeah.
You know what her dress looks like?
No, I don't know what the dress is. I haven't seen the dress. She's got two dresses. One for this one, a big dress.
Now this is a little personal, but I do have to wonder. Bob and Casey are here. Where are y'all? What she says.
Well, we'll be there in a minute.
So I guess we're skipping the visit then, obviously.
Yeah, we'll go get Bob and Casey. We'll go over to down and fish.
Okay.
I got like a half an hour.
Wedding dresses. Do you get a special pair of underpants? Women get a special pair of underpants with a wedding dress.
Oh, I don't know.
Do they go commando?
Those of you, I don't know if you guys know this, but Knox like sits around and wonders what panties women are wearing. That's his thing. Is that why you're asking that?
I'm just curious.
There's the fish hatchery. We just stopped by here. They make fish. I don't know. I don't ask. I have no idea.
I mean, you know,
Granny pantaloon.
no, I mean, like, do they, is there a special pair just for that day? A special dress for that day? A special pair of underwear?
Why did you get special underwear for today?
No. I do have a fresh pair to put on.
Well, Emily bought me these expensive ones when we were on vacation.
Do you like them? They're the athletic ones?
Yes.
Is there a pouch?
No. Pouch, like, what do you mean?
Well, I got the ones that have a slot.
Oh, these do not have a slot, and I don't like them. It's the only pair I've ever had. They're box of brief.
It separates your ding dong from your bells.
So yeah, see that. Yeah, the feel of them, they feel like women's panties. It's athletic, like moisture wicking or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
But it's
supposed to cut down on the stink.
Yeah, well, that's fine. They just feel weird. It's like they feel like women's panties. What I would imagine women's panties.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Put your back out of that one slowly. I'm the creep. But you're comparing how your boxers feel to other women's panties.
That's not I was reiterating.
Notice that I said underpants. You went out and said panties. Yeah. Way creepy. I can't get this in to shoot straight. We're giving people motion sickness that are watching.
Not the first time that Knox has said he can't shoot straight. No offense, but we're going to have to cut this here in the next 5 minutes. I'm not going to drive you right straight to the grandma.
Ford dealership. Ford and a Chevy dealership together in the same place?
Not across the street.
Simmons Rockwell.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Simmons Rockwell license plate holders play up.
Well, we just drove by the Mr. Simmons, actually. Lives down the lake, first end of the lake that we went to.
Uh-huh.
Remember where the Ghostbusters thing was?
Yep.
His house was right there. Part of it.
Was it nice?
Yeah. But amazing. It's in a weird spot. Welcome to Bath.
Welcome to Bath. What's that building right there?
That used to be Phillips. It's closed now, but closed for quite a while. There's talks about an Amazon warehouse, which would be huge for this town. But yeah.
YouTube Junkie and Tara want me to sit on their lap.
That's weird. Do what?
I don't know. Look in their eyes. Pet them. I'll just pet them. Pet their hair. That'd be weird, huh?
Nothing weird about it.
You ever pet Emily?
No.
She ever asked to be petted?
No. Thankfully. That's
only the heavy petting. Ha 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 ha.
Look,
but
new
for real,
Donuts.
Really, you don't pet her head?
No. Why? Is that a thing?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't pet anyone's head. I don't know if I'd be down for that if I was asked. What if she asked you to pet her? Would you do it, or would you have reservations? You would hesitate, wouldn't you?
Why?
You would hesitate.
Of course I would. Yes, that's why.
Baby, can you pet my hair? Pet my head? I had pet. Pat. Because there's petting and there's patting.
Oh, look at this person got their pants.
Think they were drunk?
It was one of my first girlfriends right there.
I gotta get these. I got Reese's pumpkins. They're in my pocket. I don't want to melt.
Well, you should have waited because I got some downstairs.
Do you?
There's some Easter. Yeah, pumpkin. You gotta be careful.
They melt real fast.
Those are the best.
It's already soft.
Any of the trees or the eggs?
Trees, eggs, or pumpkins. They've got more peanut butter in them.
And it's I think it's different.
And they're cheaper.
The ones that I have though have the pieces in them, and I'm not.
No, I don't like the crunch. Because they have that candy shell. The Reese's Pieces, I used to just open up the whole bag and just dump them into my mouth. The whole bag in my mouth at once. They're good on ice cream. Missing our sale. There's a big one down there, Creed. It's got a 10 out front.
Oh, you don't.
Why not?
So it'd be a terrible sale.
Yeah, but orange are great. Orange are great sale.
We'll drive through downtown.
No, I have
downtown bad.
the scumbag sales. They have more stuff and they don't know what they have.
I'm telling you that down there. That is colonial law. That is not.
It looked promising. Is all I'm saying. And it's 2 o'clock, so it's late in the day deals.
Even worse. By the way, this car shuts off at intersections. I don't know how you people drive vehicles.
There's a button you can push to make it stop doing that.
Is there?
I think so.
It's really annoying. Want me to take you down Beale Street or all the way down?
Let's go downtown.
You want to see them?
Still holding 26 viewers.
Just think about it. Pizza.
Homespun Creations.
Over there to the right is where we.
That's where I had a burger last night. Liberty Street Pub. Nice Fat Tire neon sign. Remember you used to pick on me for drinking free Fat Tire? Drinking Fat Tire?
That's where we went to breakfast this morning.
Stephanie's.
Anyway, say goodbye to everybody and hit end the broadcast.
All right. Later, folks.
Bye.